gonna make a pumpkin or snowman building using your old pumpkin buckets from Halloween. And I'm not the first one. It's not my idea. I saw somebody else do one, and they just had painted the buckets, and they turned the face around so you can't see it. But I went and painted my buckets because I am going to cover mine with material. And I don't want that orange bucket to shine through. So I went ahead, like I said, I painted it with Rustoleum chalk paint. And, oops, I'm sorry guys, I'm losing stuff over here. Anyway, I went ahead and painted it, and what I'm going to do is show you what I covered it with, and this is the Minky fabric. It is called the Rose Minky, or Rose Swirl Minky, because it looks like little roses, I guess. Walmart, I do believe carries, I think that might be where I got this one at. Either that or Hobby Lobby. But I know the local craft stores do carry it. So, but what I'm going to do here is I cut it with the stretch going long ways, the lengthwise. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover my bucket, start in the center, like so. I'll stretch it because it does stretch. Anyway, and pull it all the way around. Let me make sure I got enough on this piece here that it will stretch to it. I think it will. Yeah, it should. Okay. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here in the center. Like so. And get my material up here on it. This way it'll hold it in place for me as I'm going around. And I'm going to work it around the top and stretch. I meant to tell you, cut these, go ahead and cut your bucket straps off. Because you're not going to need those. Those will be in your way. Just go ahead and get them out of your way. Just give it a good stretch here. Now, that way you know it's all going to come around here and meet. There we go. And you can just trim this off around the top here because you're not going to need it around the top. But just come down here. Go ahead and run your glue. And pull your pieces over to the center. I'm about out of glue. And then I'm going to have to go and get some glue. Alright, now I've got mine stretched all the way around. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to I'll cut off some of this right here. You don't have to have it all the way around to the bottom because you want that flat bottom anyway, so the buckets will sit inside each other. But you do want to glue your, I'll use this stick right here. You do want to glue your fabric to the bottom of your pumpkin here. Got her all the way around. I think that's all she wrote. I'll take glue off of this. Now, alright, that's all she wrote on my glue. Anyway, that's all you do. Make sure you got your fabric all glued down, and then you can trim it up back here, and then trim up your top. Like I said, you don't need it all the way. All the way up here because you want your tops of your buckets to sit together. Now your bucket's covered, and when you set your other one on top, they'll still connect, and then you'll have all three with the fabric on it. Like so. And I'm going to finish this one, and I'll do the same thing as I done to that one, and I'll be right back. Oops, y'all are out of the... There we go. I'm going to do it just like that, and I'll be back. Alright. All I did was cut a triangle out of the felt, orange felt. Approximately 4 inches wide on the back side and 4 inches long. So all I'm going to do here is glue her together. We're just going to fold it straight over. Make sure it glues all the way out to the tip. Sorry guys, forgot to do my now. Maybe you guys can hear me better. I forgot to put my mic on. So, alright, all I did, like I said, was glue this together from the sides, and now we're just going to turn it. And just be careful because that's just glue. Just turn it just as easy as you can turn it. Do something, push out your ends. go slow. May have to help it just a little bit. May need something that's a little slimmer. Yep, there we go. Alrighty. Let's get it turned the best you can. It's going to be his nose. Yeah, it's long enough. You can put a little bit of polyfill in it. Just for something to keep it held out. Alright, let's get you something in there like that. Now, what we're going to do here, though, is we're going to go ahead and, I think I want to put lights in these buckets. So I've been trying to figure out how I want to do that. I may put a hole up, I don't know. Or I'll tell you what, I may just drop the lights down in it and hang them out the back. Because we need to weight this down. And I've got, you can use rocks from Dollar Tree, rocks from your yard, sand, whatever you guys want to do, just put in here to weight it down, but you do need to weight it down. If you don't, it's going to blow over outside. So let me get my shells. I've got a bunch of shells I'm just going to use to put in the bottom of mine, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I didn't realize these shells were still wet. So bear with me, I've got sand everywhere. But I'm just going to dump some of these shells down in here. Like I said, they're just seashells that were given to me, so I'm going to use them. Some of these are kind of neat looking. Alright, that's what he's going to be weighted down with. As I'm putting shells in him. I'll find something to wipe my hands with here. Now, I'm going to find my paper towels. Okay. Now. Okay. Got it weighted down, and I'm still debating on how to put lights in this thing. I really want to put lights in him and make him lighted. See what I find. I know I had lights laying over here. Oh well, maybe not. Oh well. Even if we decide to put lights in him later, I may come in from the back and stick a hole into him from the back, from the upper side, because you don't want your seashells to fall out. There's no way to drill holes in there and keep your weights in there. So right now we're going to go ahead and put him together. And like I said, later on I may come in from the back side right in here and drill a small hole to stick some lights down in. So let's go ahead and glue them together. So I'm going to go ahead and run some glue around the top here. Find your seam down your back. Should have done found that. See, I can't see it. I did such a good job, I can't find it. Okay. Alright, back here it is. That's terrible when it's that good and you can't find it. Alright, let's get our bodies put together here. Yeah, there's your seams. You can come in here and okay. Let's make sure we got everything down and glued real well here. Alright. Now let's put our top piece on. And I left this handle on the top. Let me turn the subtle light on here. I left the handle, like I said, on top here because it helps hold my hat on. After I put it together, I thought, well, that's going to help hold the hat on. I'm going to leave it. Alright, let's put our seams together here and get this ready. Right like that. Let's go ahead and put our glue on. Some good glue here. Alright. Turn him and make sure he's sitting as level as I can get him. I want him to sit kind of level here. Okay, now I'm going to go around here and I'm going to push these pieces that are hanging up here. Because I think, well, you ain't going to see this anyway, because we're going to put a scarf on him. So let me get all this off my glue gun though. Alright. Now we can go ahead and do our hat, and this hat is the one we made it's the half of it was made for the wreath we done with the pumpkin frame. And then we remember I told you we'd done the SVG file and done both sides and just taped it together. And the hat turned out like that. And I thought that was just as cute as it could be. I think this was my front. Yeah, this is my front. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Nope. Let me get you turned up. This is the hat that we used. And it turned out really cute. It's going to be cute for this snowman. Let me pan you down now. Slowly. See it? There's your whole snowman. So right now I'm going to go ahead and glue this hat on. And I don't think this thing is going to stay where you can see me. Yeah, right there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just glue the hat on. So I'm going to run my glue around my hat. Maybe. Put some right up inside it here as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get our hat on. Just get it pushed right down on there where you want it. Now we can work on his eyes and their little carrot nose that we made just a minute ago. And for his eyes, I've got buttons in his mouth. And I got this pack at Walmart. because it had big buttons in it like I want for his eyes. And then for his arms, I don't know if I'm going to use these or not, but we may. They look awful short. I may even go back and find some more, but all these are my leftover picks where the flowers would have come off of it. But I think I've got some longer ones. Because I just don't know if that's going to look good or not. I think I want just tick longer ones, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Or I may even attach these to a skewer to make it look like it's got fingers on the end of it. You know, make it longer that way. I don't know. We'll get to that in just a minute. So right now we're going to work on his face. So let's go ahead and get our buttons out here. I'm just going to pour them all out because I don't know what all sizes are in here, so I'm going to just look. Now, wow, we even got square ones in there and little round beads. Okay. Move y'all around here just a little bit. Now, let's see what we got. I know you guys can't see my buttons, so I'm going to roll you down to where I'm picking out buttons right now. Okay. I've got some really big ones. There's some big old eyes right there. But we want darker buttons for his eyes. Be nice if I had another one that looked like this. That's the bad thing. When you buy buttons like this, you never know what you're going to get. Let me slide our snowman over so we can get some light here. Okay. We may even have to paint a few to make them look like what we want them to. These are cute. Would be cute for the mouth. We got a bunch of those. Those all look the same. Huh. It'd be really nice if I could find two of the same. Now these look like this little plain wood buttons. They would be cute as eyes. We may do those. I just wish I could find some similar to these. Or this here. Is that the same size? Pretty close. That might work even better. Let's see. Well, he may have two different eyes. Because I can guess the snowman usually really has anything perfect on him, does he? Okay, I think we're going to go with these two here. One's just a tick bigger than the other, but I may paint this a little darker brown. Just so it'll match this one a little bit better. Or stain it. That one matches the size. There's two that look the same. Here we go. These will be cute for his eyes. I'm just going to paint them and make them darker though. That won't take us long to do. We just paint them and get them ready. I swear though, I wish I had two dark brown ones. That would work. Oh well. Alright, so we want to keep these out for his mouth. And I'm going to go ahead and put these back up. And I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and paint these too. And let them be drying. And I'll be right back. While we're waiting on our buttons to dry, I thought we'd go ahead and work on putting our nose in our piece of burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree. I think I'm going to leave it this size and just put it around it. I think it looks, I don't know, I think it looks okay because we're going to stick some other stuff around on it anyway. So let's get him turned around. And I feel a loose spot right here. Go ahead and get him glued down here. Feel that in real good there. I don't know why it's loose right there. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and glue our ribbon. And I'm just going to run me a little thing of glue right there and just stick it straight on it. A little bit more. And then just overlap. There we go. And then come around here and I'm going to glue it down to the front. So hold it in place. A little bit right in here too, right behind it. Now, you can glue it all the way around if you want to. We may do that. And hold it down right there so it won't look like it's bubble out right there. Now, alright, sorry guys, I'm bouncing y'all around everywhere. Okay, now we're going to work on, I think we can work on placing his nose, because I know about where I want his eyes, but this needs to be about the center of his face. That way we can put our mouth and two eyes right there. So let's go ahead and glue this on too. Center. Just hold him on there. And I'm not going to paint his mouth, those buttons for his mouth. I'm going to leave them this color. This, can you guys see that? I'm going to leave them that color right there. Oops. It's because I want something different. And we'll just, there's a little bit of glue on there. I'm going to start it right below his nose right there in the center. Glue it down. Some string is coming on here now. Alright. Next button. Just be careful because your glue will come back through those little holes on you. Alright, let's get our next button on here. We'll go ahead and start our smile. Yeah, this one's going to go up. Don't worry about glue hanging out right now because we can always go back and get it off. Now, there we go with our smile. I don't know if my eyes are dry quite yet. And I didn't make these real dark. I just put a one coat of black on them to make them look kind of brown. And now we just have to decide where we want, I think I want it right there. There we go, right there. Now, we go back and just cut some of this glue off here that's hanging out. Turn this way.
Glue sticks work.
Okay, now we're gonna put our scarf on. And this is just one of those infinity scarves from Dollar Tree that I just cut open. And I think I don't want it to look perfect, but I'm gonna gather it like this in my hands. And we're just going to tie it on. Like so. Alright, now we're just going to decorate our hat and then eventually I may figure out how to put lights in him like I want. I just can't find the lights that I want. And like I said, eventually I'll just come in here and maybe drill a small hole here in the back of his head, one here and maybe one here, you know, just stick a few lights in the back of him. You could probably even use tea lights to stick in the back if you wanted to. Just a big enough hole for it to stick the flame through that's on the tea light. That way you just flip your switches on the back of him. Let me pull some over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let me get us down here where we're going to be working. Alright, here's the tea lights. I just grabbed these up to show you. You can actually drill a little hole, you know, something big enough for that tea light part to go in, and just flip your switches all the way down his back. Or you can do this. And I've got this strand of lights. And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on it. And I like these because they're the round LED on the end. So we stick them straight in. So what I'm going to do here, maybe we're going to try this and see what happens. I'm going to drill a hole right here. Just bear with me and hope this works. I'm going to go right into that seam. Alright. Something like that. And these lights are not the warm white. These lights are that bright LED light. So I'm going to do something like this. I'm just going to stick one of these in here. Maybe. See if it works. I might need to get a bigger drill bit. Yep, I believe I might have to go with a little bit bigger drill bit. This was 332. So I want to get a little bit bigger. I'm going to go with a and I think this is 11/64s. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see if 3/16 might be. Yeah, I think I'm going to go 3/16. I think it'll be just tick big enough that that'll hold that light in there. Yep. Maybe. Hopefully. Cross your fingers. Let's make this hole a little bit bigger. Push this back in just a hair more. My drill bit's wanting to wobble. I don't like that. Okay. Now let's see if that works. Yeah, 3/16 I think is going to be what we need. Yep. 3/16 is going to work. So what I'm going to do, let me pull that light back out of there. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Let me drill. I'm going to drill 3 holes because I'm going to put 3 here, and 4 here. And I'll be right back. Alright, guys. Now, I have discovered something. I got my holes cut. And this looks crappy back here, so please don't. I mean, I'm not done. So, I'm trying to get my lights to go all the way in. Like I did these down here, so I can push the wires up flush. And then I can cover them with some fabric. And you won't see them. But, I wasn't thinking. If you're going to put lights in them, you're going to have to paint the inside of your buckets too. Because mine, he shows kind of orange looking. He's cute, but he has an orange tint to him. I will finish him up with the lights and fix his lights and stuff. I may even take him back apart and go out and paint the insides of these buckets if I'm going to leave the lights on. But just for the heck of it, we're going to go ahead and finish his hat though. And put something neat and little. Let me switch out my drill here. I've got a battery that's charging, so I'm having to use the same battery for my drill and my glue gun. So let me get that over there. Let me put my... Let me get my glue gun heated back up, guys. Like I said, I had to switch off there. And we have to figure out something for arms. And I may even just go out in the yard and pick up some sticks and just glue them on. And I'll probably just glue them in underneath this scarf here. Like right here or at the base of it. So... I'm going to turn that this way because that tag's hanging out. Now that way you don't see the tag. And then pull it this way. Well, now, like so. Pull it all over here to the side anyway. I think he's cute. We just got to figure out what we're going to put on his hat. And, want that tree off of this. Let's put some berries up here and some leaves on him. I've got these that come from the Dollar Tree. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and cut these off and leave these longer, and I may use these as his arms. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to use all these berries anyway. So I'm going to cut them at different lengths. Because I'm going to make them look like fingers. Like that. Yeah. We can bend these however we want. That's the good thing about them. That might work. I may even, yeah. I think those will work. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these all off of my berries. I like that. I like that idea. Let's go ahead and get some of these cut. And then this one will be a shorter one. Okay, so I just got them all cut my berries all off. I know you can't see what I was doing probably, but we're going to be up here at the hat working anyway. Okay. And I know you guys can see my hat. Right, yep. Okay. I'll go ahead and pull all this off. I don't know if I want that many berries. Do we? Yeah, I'm going to break it down some. So to lay flatter on top of his head, I'm just going to clean up one side here. Take some of these berries off. Because we want it to lay flat. Is that how we want it to lay? I use my arm, or my soon-to-be arm, as a thing here, and I'm going to glue this leaf up to the front of the hat here. Like so. Now let me have some more leaves, because I want to make his leaves thicker. I don't think I want this plastic thing on the bottom. There's a little plastic thing that come off with this one. I think I'm just going to take it right off. And I'm gonna make my leaves a little thicker here. I'm laying that right in there. Kind of offsetting them, just like so. Just hold them in there. Now, I'm gonna lay some berries this way. I'm actually gonna try to hide that stem. I'm gonna take some of this stem off here because I don't need all this stem down here on the bottom of it, because I want to try to hide that stem, what's there down behind that leaf, just like so, and get that leaf up on it real good. And you can even come in here behind your berry and go ahead and get it glued to the hat as well. That way you know it's not going anywhere. Now, I want to come on the other side and just put a couple berries. I don't want a bunch like I just had. I just want to I think I just want to put a smaller. Do I want to stick it down in behind that leaf? Yeah, I'm going to stick it right down in behind that leaf there. Get me a good amount of glue on it. Pull this leaf and just stick it right down in there. Do we want to stick a big bell on here? Or a smaller bell? Let that dry for a second. Excuse me. Yeah, I got smaller bells that we can stick in here. And I think I want to put pine cone, of course. You have to have a pine cone. Generous amount of glue. Stick it right on there and hold her in there and let her dry. Then I'm going to stick my bell right in there. Bunch of glue. Get my little arm ready to help push it where I want it. Right in there. That's where it's gonna live. Right in there. Okay, now we're gonna see what we can do with these arms. I think that's gonna work. Let's make them look the same though. Let me get them up here where you guys can see them. I'm gonna try to make these look pretty close. Because we want it to look like fingers, kinda, I guess. just like so. There we go, just like that. We got one that's going to do that. Let me bend that one down. You know what, let's switch this so one good thing about these, we can bend them across each other. Right here in the front, I'm going to put this pinky on the upper side. And then, now, that way we look like we've got pinkies on it, and there we go, that's it right there. Okay, let's see what we can do. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to glue it to the scarf. Maybe, no. We may have to drill a hole and stick it right in there. Because I don't think this glue will hold it up. Let's see. No. No, that glue's not going to hold it up. So we're going to drill a hole right there, and then I'm going to peel this off. This glue that was on there. So let's cut our glue gun off. And let's get our drill back out here. And let's come in here and get us a hole. I'm gonna have to cut a hole in that fabric, I believe. Scissors, where'd you go? Oh, right here in front of me. Yeah, let me cut a little hole in this fabric. Right where I got that glue. That's what we're gonna do. Cut a little hole right there. Nobody will ever know it. That glue's harder to cut off of there than I thought it was gonna be. Now, there's my little hole. It's about the size of that bit. I know you probably can't see it. It's really tiny. But it's the size of that bit, what it's going to be to go in there. Okay. Let's go to the other side. I'm going to mark my finger right here. Right in here. Okay. Let me cut me a hole right here. Got it. Oops. It still grabbed my material. That's what I didn't want it to do. I didn't make it big enough. That might be why. Pull it up here and cut it one more time. Okay. Now I'm about to go back under there and glue my fabric back down. Because it pulled my fabric down. Okay. Right there. Okay. Just remember you have to cut a hole in that fabric right there. So you can go in if you're doing your arms afterwards. Now, hoping my glue gun's still hot. Let's see. Now I've got to get this glue off this arm so I can get it down in the hole. Okay. Let's see, we need this one for this side because of our pinky. And I'm just going to stick some glue right in that hole. Maybe. Okay. Just stick our arm right in there. And just hold it right there and let her dry. And even stick a little bit more glue on it if you need to right there. Make sure it stays where you want it. Now I'm going to undo this scarf right here for just a second because I got to go back in here and glue this fabric up where it pulled it. Maybe. Okay, we'll do all that. Okay, now we're going to come over here. Well, this glue is making stringy stuff because of the fabric. Get her stuck down in there. Make sure it's about the same length. I'm just going to stick a little glue right here on the top. Remember, we can go back and fix it. Not a problem. Like I got glue all over it right there. I didn't mean to. Because my glue is being stringy. I even bought a really good glue from where I run out of. I got the Stanley brand and it's a dual melt. It's still really stringy. And I don't remember my Gorilla glue being that stringy. Oops. Well, see all this on my glue gun here? It's terrible. Stick some right there on the top of it. Nobody's ever going to see it unless they get right down on it anyway. Okay. Now, let me turn him around here and let you guys look at him. You see him? You see his arms, and there's his hat. Pretty cool. I'm tickled with him. Other than my lights, I'm tickled with him. I'm just, like I said, the lights I just don't know about. So, like I said, I'm going to try to drill my holes a little deeper. And I may even go back in and repaint the inside of his, the buckets. And then I've got to go back and push these in a little bit more. Like I said, these have all got to go inside more. So, but I will. I'll get them in there. Just like I got these on the bottom. These went in just real easy. But these are giving me a fit right here. I don't know why, but they are. If there's something there holding it back. Let's see. Yeah, it was the fabric. I had to get the fabric moved out of the way. Alright, let me get the rest of it in there. Well, and like I said, we can come back over this and cover it with some little pieces of fabric, or get it flat to it like that right there. You don't even have to cover it. So, make sure I got fabric out of the way. I need some pliers to push these in, because I'm afraid I'm going to cut my wires with these. I do not know. I can't get my fingers on them real good. I'm just bending. Okay. Make sure nothing in the way. There we go. You just gotta make sure the fabric's out of the way. That's the only thing I can see right there. And get the rest of it in. And then just push your wires on down in there. There we go. Now, that wears me out right there now, let me tell you. Now, so I can get my wires all flat down here. And I may even come back in, like I said, with just a little piece of this and put a strip of fabric, a small strip, not nothing that big, but something that I can blend in and just put it right over the wire, and you'll never even see it. I think that'll look okay. So, alrighty guys. I did manage to tear my hat when I was drilling, so be careful. I'm just going to tape it back though. It's okay. Nobody will ever know it's because it's on the back. Right there, and I'm just going to... Okay. That's all there is to it. And just get your wires pushed in just like that, and you'll never see them. Paint the inside of your buckets, guys. Paint them so it won't glow the color of the bucket. So, because if you got purple buckets or whatever blues or whatever you got from Walmart for Halloween, go ahead and paint them inside and out. Because it will glow the color of that bucket. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and give me a like, subscribe, and share please. Hit that bell button to be notified each and every time I upload a video. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video.